We've got some big news coming out of the NBA. Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports on NBA Now. Zion Williamson set to miss a few weeks with a knee injury. They sat him out, the Pelicans did, the last preseason game. They were doing some tests, and it does not feel, or they don't think it's a severe injury, but they're going to preach caution here and not rush him back. They called it knee soreness at first. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reporting the news that he is set to miss, quote, weeks. Who knows how long that'll be? I would say probably a month or so. They're going to hold him out for the foreseeable future and not rush him back, and for good reason. He's the number one pick. He's your future of your franchise, and you saw what he did in the preseason games he did play in. Averaged over 23 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2 assists, shot over 70% from the floor as well. So again, Zion Williamson set to miss some time, quote, weeks with a knee injury, and we will see when he returns. Question for you guys. Will the Pelicans make the playoffs? Type Y for yes, type N for no. In my power rankings video the other day, I thought they had a chance, but if Zion's going to miss some time here, the West is tough. Even if he only misses 10 or 15 games, that could set them back. I would type my N for no. Let me know in the comments section. And now I'm going to send it over to my main man, Thomas Mott, for the remaining NBA news and rumors right now.
Hey NBA fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Chat Sports, and today we have a fresh NBA news and rumors video. Yes, there is a lot of things that are happening maybe in the next couple of days and weeks in the NBA as we get closer and closer to the NBA season starting, because it's right over there, right? It's just around the corner, so be sure to subscribe to Chat Sports. We got plenty of great NBA stuff coming up over the next couple of days and weeks and into the NBA season. All right, let's jump right into our very first rumor here. It's the fact that there could be some big-name players traded, not just the next couple of weeks, but as we get closer and closer to the NBA trade deadline. Now, you're probably going, Thomas, the NBA trade deadline is until February 7th of 2020. Why do we need to worry about trades right now? Well, there are some rumblings out there about big-name players potentially being on the move, because as soon as the NBA season starts, we're in an NBA year that's very different from the past 5, 6, 7. We're in the pre-Warrior age. Which basically means there are a lot more than two teams, LeBron's team and the Warriors, that are going to make it to the NBA Finals, pre-season, right? We all know that it's not just a two-horse race. It could be a lot more than that because it's balanced in the Western Eastern Conference. So once the regular season starts, you could see a scenario where guys go, okay, our team looks good, but their team looks better. Let's add and bolster our offense, bolster our defense, whatever you want to do. And here are some players that could actually make that happen. CBS Sports put out an article listing their top 10 potential trade candidates here for the next couple of weeks. I would narrow it down to top 5 in no particular order. Let's jump right into number 1 and Serge Ibaka for the Toronto Raptors. Now, Ibaka, great player, a little bit older, due a lot of money, $23.3 million in a contract season, and Pascal Siakam's basically taken his starting spot. So, it's all the prime fixings for a potential trade, especially if the Raptors start their NBA season and realize, oh, Kawhi Leonard was very, very important last year. We're not a playoff caliber team. Let's just sell and rebuild. Very real possibility that could happen. And if and when it does, Serge Ibaka could be one of the first players to be traded somewhere else. Because if you needed a big guy, you needed that, the power forward who can get you some good rebounds, who can shoot the basketball, be tough down low, Serge Ibaka is your man. Now, yes, is owed a lot of money, but I guarantee you there are some teams out there who would love to get their hands on Ibaka for his rim protecting, for his defense, and also for the leadership that he would bring to a team that is aspiring or has championship aspirations. Another big man, another power forward that could be on the move. We talked about him a lot here at Chat Sports because I feel very strongly about the fact that this guy, Kevin Love, would have been traded last year if he was healthy, because the Cavs are tired of paying him money, and of course they want to kind of, move off of Kevin Love and move a younger, cheaper generation. Now, Love, yes, is due a lot of money, much like Serge Ibaka, much like most of the people on our list here, but when healthy, as he is right now, he's still a very, very good very, very good power forward, can stretch the floor, can hit threes, can rebound, can be a 20 and 10 guy on any given night, still averages like 18 and 10 last year when he was actually on the floor. Look for him to be traded sometime during this NBA season, as Kevin Love is probably still wanted by a lot of players, even though you guys always comment how old he is. I know. But Love, to me, out of all these players, is the most likely to actually be traded sooner rather than later. Now, a name you'll recognize, but you might have to think about where he is right now. Taj GIBSON. Right? You realize that name, you're like, ooh, Taj GIBSON used to play for the Bulls back in the day, and now he's actually a New York Knick. Now, you'll know the problem instantly if you're a Knicks fan. If he's a power forward, well, we have two other younger power forwards, Julius Randle, obviously, the former Laker and Pelican, and Bobby Portis as well. Any team is going to love the defensive ability, the rebound ability of Taj GIBSON. He wouldn't cost much to trade for, probably just a second-round draft pick. So look for a team to maybe go, okay, yeah, we need some power forward help. We don't want to go too young to spend too much money. Oh, second-round pick to the Knicks for Taj GIBSON? Sure, bring him on in. Put GIBSON on this list as well. Now, does your team need shooting? Does your team need some good defense as well? How about Danilo Gallinari, who, of course, is still owed $22.6 million this year, but if you need a good shooting small forward, which a lot of teams are still in a position where they might, Gallinari is going to be open and on the trade block. We've heard about this for the past couple of months, so look for this one potentially during this NBA season. Now, he's probably going to cost a first-round draft pick. He's not going to be as cheap as Taj GIBSON, but could still be a viable option if your team needs some shooting, especially when you start playing some games and you look and you go, oh, we're bad at shooting. Let's go ahead and get Taj GIBSON, or let's go ahead and get Danilo Gallinari. Add him onto my list as well. And finally, number 5 here, and he's not on the list because he will be traded. He's on the list because he should be traded, but it's very difficult to trade Chris Paul. Yes, we're going to put CP3 on here because he obviously does not want to be part of the Oklahoma City Thunder, rotting in Oklahoma City for his final couple of years as he ages away into the dust as one of the great point guards of my generation. He wants to play for a contender. The problem is he's owed 3 years and he has 3 years and $124 million left on his deal right now. That's why he hasn't been traded for. Sure, some teams called. Pretty sure the Miami Heat made a phone call because they were interested. But again, do you want to play or pay like 63-year-old Chris Paul the remaining X amount of dollars on a 3-year, $124 million deal? No, that's why he has not been traded yet. So I'm not sure he will be traded. I would just argue that he should be traded. We'll see what happens here as the season gets going just in a couple of days, depending on when you watch this video. Now, there were other people that did not make my list. If I missed somebody that you are for sure is going to be traded, let me know in the comments down below. Or, out of these 5, which is the most likely to get right? That way you can put it into writing, and then whenever it happens, you can go back and go, hey, look, I commented on Thomas's video here at Chat Sports. I was right. So, who is the most likely to be traded? Let me know down below. This one is a huge, I guess, potential trade that I would argue the entire Western Conference is keeping an eye on. Andre Iguodala, the rumors now is that he is picking between the Lakers and the Clippers if he's eventually going to be traded or bought out and sign with one of those two teams. Now, he's still under contract with the Grizzlies. We both know he doesn't want to play for the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies understand this. So you need to either trade or buy him out to get him on your squad. But it looks like when or if that happens, the two teams that are very much in first and second place, or 1A, 1B, are the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. So he's going to go to Staples Center either way. Now, ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski was quoted saying, quote, "It's the two LA teams. It's the Lakers and the Clippers. And there is a buyout at some point, and if Memphis can't trade him, that's where that will come down to, those two teams." Now, there's a reason, I think, why he has not been traded yet, and that is because the Grizzlies know how much or how badly teams want him, especially LeBron, especially probably Kawhi, Paul George, and the LA Clippers. So, creates a bidding war, right? This is how it works. If you want something, you can pay more for it if someone else wants it. So I think they're going to hold off on Andre. They're going to hope that one of these two teams gets off to a slow start. You know, the Lakers get off to a slow start because they're all trying to mesh. The same with the Clippers don't have Paul George for a couple of months. So the Grizzlies are hoping that they will be desperate to go ahead and make a trade for Andre Iguodala, and then the price will be raised. But at the same time, I do believe, and I would trust Woj here, that it'll be one of the LA teams, Clippers or the Lakers, who are going to get Andre Iguodala's services. Who should sign? Who should do the assign and trade, or who should get Andre Iguodala? Because again, it's kind of messy how they're going to get him. Type L down below for the Lakers. Type C down below for the Clippers. Let's see who has more fans in this chat. Is it the Laker fans or is it the Clippers fans? You got to show your love down below. Go ahead and scroll down. Now, if the Lakers or Clippers add Andre Iguodala, that'll greatly increase their NBA championship bets. But who do you guys have winning the NBA Finals? Are you confident in your pick? Are you really confident in your team to make the NBA Finals? If you are, put your money where your mouth is and use our deal here with BetDSI. Using the promo code DEAL120, you go to chatsports.com/bet, put your deposit down. Whatever you guys put down, they will literally give you a 120% deposit bonus whenever you sign up for the first time. Again, you put down $100, basically put it down $220. A lot of free money there. Same with the $50, turns into $60. You guys get my point. Are you really that confident in your NBA team? I'm pretty confident. I'm going to put a bet down, but will you guys put your money where your mouth is? Chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code DEAL120. It's one of the best deals out there, trust me. Okay, some news here. Pascal Siakam, talked a little bit about him earlier, how he's kind of taken a lot of the minutes from Serge Ibaka. He is about to cash in as we get closer and closer to the contract extension deadline on October 21st. Again, depending on the day that you watch this, depending on, if you're a little late, if you're not subscribed, not notified, you don't watch it whenever it first comes out, then it could be getting closer and closer. So it looks like both parties want Siakam to stay in Toronto, as he, of course, was a 2019 NBA Most Improved Player, a massive, massive part, both offensively and defensively in the postseason, as to why Toronto went on to win the NBA playoffs, or the NBA Finals for the very first time in their career. The expected contract, if you look at kind of the numbers out here, you kind of crunch some things together, 4 years, $130 million. As Siakam again last year, 16.9 points per game, 6.9 rebounds per game, shot 36.9% from the field. Is he I don't know if I would say this, a slightly better Draymond Green? Is that the kind of category we're putting him in right now? The numbers say he's very similar to that, and the play on the court also backs that up. Whether you think he's green or not, that's very similar, 4 years, $130 million to the contract extension that Draymond Green just got just the other day, or just the other month, I should say. So look for Siakam's deal to be happening here in the next couple of days, because again, the contract extension deadline is October 21st. Now, when you guys were getting ready and signed up for BetDSI and putting your bets down, who was your pick to go to the NBA Finals? Was it an Eastern Conference team? Who's the best team in the Eastern Conference? Let me know down below. Is it the Sixers? Is it Celtics? Is it, I guess you could, if you were a Raptors fan, you could make the case that Kyle Lowry could be really good, but probably not. Is it the Bucks? I think the Sixers. But the Bucks are out there as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And finally here, our final bit of news on the NBA News and Rumors video. Jaylen Brown, of course, the guard for the Celtics, just turned down, reportedly, a very big contract extension with the Boston Celtics. He's entering the final year of his deal. The extension deadline, we already said, October 21st. It looks like the C's tried to lock him up, and then Brown said, no thank you. I'm going to play out the remaining 1 year on my deal and go ahead and test the free agent market in 2020. Apparently, it was about a 4-year, $80 million contract extension, according to Yahoo Sports. Whether that's correct or not, cannot confirm, but that is a very large chunk of change that he turned down. But bets on himself and plays well, that can be a lot more money going into the 2020 NBA free agency class. Now, the free agency class in 2020 has some notable people. I'm just going to name a few here. Eric Gordon, Gordon Hayward, Andre Drummond, Mike Conley, Anthony Davis has a player option, although we both know he'll probably stay in Los Angeles. But you throw in Jaylen Brown in there, adds another guard, because it's not a small forward, power forward, center heavy free agency. So a guard in there could draw a lot of attention and a lot of money. That's probably, of course, what Jaylen Brown's agents decided to tell him, saying, hey, buddy, just play it out. Don't get hurt. Play well. Put up similar numbers. You'll make more money elsewhere. As, of course, the Celtics have gone over a massive, massive change here, getting rid of Kyrie Irving and bringing in a player like Kemba Walker. All right, there you go. That is all the time we have for today on our NBA News and Rumors video. I'm telling you guys, trades are going to be happening. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. There is the most parity ever in the NBA. Not ever, but in the past 5 years, This is the most post-Warrior parity there has been in a long time. A lot of teams have good duos and will be battling it out. So that means they're going to try and get the edge, get a big trade, and make their team a little bit better. So look for the Lakers and Iguodala, the Clippers. You can throw in any other Western Conference or Eastern Conference team as you guys like. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Be sure to subscribe to Chat Sports. Hit the notification button. NBA season, it's like just around the corner. Like it's right over there. So we got a lot of NBA stuff coming up here at Chat Sports. So be sure to subscribe. And again, make sure you are notified. That's all the time we have for today. For Chat Sports, I'm Thomas Mott, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.